Okay, welcome back. Here we go, everybody. I'm going to start off along the East Coast. Take a look at this mammoth winter storm that is to ultimately deposit between a foot and 2 feet of snow in many locations along the I-95 corridor here from Philly to New York. Not so much Philly with the massive amounts, but they're getting their fair share as well. But New York City up into Connecticut, and how about Boston as well? That's where some of the deeper blues and purples are showing up at this point. Still New York, though. You can see the system. It's spiraling right off the coast, so we've got hours to go of snow there. I've seen reports of about 6 to 8 to 10 to even 12 inches of snow already on the ground in and around New York City, and they've got several more inches to come. 32 degrees in GR off on that horizon as we were talking about at the top of the show. Seems like the sun has been dimmed a bit. We're still waiting for a sundown, though. In about a half an hour, a little bit more than that even. So some of these high clouds have been blocking out a touch of sun recently. Really a very nice Monday, though, and we're going to see more of that for Tuesday and Wednesday. Plentiful sunshine in the forecast. Clouds will increase on Thursday. Our next system coming in, I'll tell you what that means for us as far as any potential accumulations of snow coming up. And then the coldest air of the season is on track for this coming weekend. It's already going to be quite cold on Friday and into Saturday, but it is Sunday and into Monday, perhaps even Tuesday of next week, when we'll have highs in the teens, and it may be the lower teens at that, with a real discharge of frigid air coming out of Canada at that point in time. That was the chart for Sunday. So yeah, this winter has been pretty mild in terms of snowfall, in terms of air, cold air, but it's going to change up at least for a several day stretch later this week and into next work week as well. 34 degrees followed by a 36 degree high temperature Tuesday and Wednesday respectively. That is just a great stretch of weather that we've got absolutely no chance to contend with any problems as far as slick spots on roadways. It will be chilly, though, in these overnights. We're at 21 degrees by 11 o'clock tonight, dropping ultimately, I think, down into perhaps as low as the lower teens. We'll see about that. Some of these overnights have not been getting as cold, in large part due to clouds recently. We're not going to have the clouds except for some high, thin ones overnight tonight. So there is the opportunity to dip down a little bit more so than we've seen. Nonetheless, thinking about 14 in Grand Rapids is where we'll drop down to. That'll be our starting point on Tuesday. Chilly air around the Midwest, but really not that cold, I would say, for what you might come to expect in early February, even well northward into these provinces adjacent to the lower 48. Not too bad, but the frigid air, the really, really cold air, that is in northern Canada, gathering and expanding in coverage, and will settle southward in the days ahead. 32 in GR right now, lower 30s along the lakeshore. Some spots upper 20s to near 30, more towards the central portions of the state and over towards the Detroit area where they've had a lot more cloud cover today. It is a few degrees cooler than us. Sun baked on the west side of the state. Some flurries and light snow patches, particularly into Ontario, say Windsor, Sarnia, sections over towards the East Coast. Yeah, this big nor'easter that has just been dumping for hours upon hours. It's really not even moving. It's just spiraling there, but far enough downstream that we're not to have any additional effects here in West Michigan. Moisture coming into the Pacific Northwest. That will start to slide across the nation and affect us on Thursday. I mentioned that at the top of this weather segment, and we will have a shot to get some slipperiness returning at that time. Here we are. I'm just pushing the button out through tomorrow afternoon. A lot of dry air in place. I think sunshine is in complete control. A few more clouds maybe along the immediate shoreline, particularly in northern Indiana, but that'll be about it. Same story on Wednesday. It's going to be very nice, even tacking on a few more degrees, well into the 30s with these highs, I think, for the majority of us. And then that next system approaching, clouds increasing on Thursday. Later in the day, maybe mid to late afternoon, rain and snow showers coming in. You can see those green and pink colors mixing in. Temperatures going to be marginal, but Derek and Annie, we could have some slippery stretches out there. Light accumulations. We'll have more details on that as we get closer. That arrow down on Friday. It turns frigid over the weekend. Highs in the lower teens with lake effect snow showers early next week.
Looks like a good weekend to stay inside and watch the Super Bowl, I guess.
Yeah,
Twist our
perfect.
arms, Anthony. Yeah. Still had the pandemic put